Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for where you will be 1 year from now. So last year we did this as well, and so I figured why not do it again, right? So let's see where you will be 1 year from now. You have this, here you go. You have this love card and this solitude card, kind of contradictory, but let's see, let's see what we get, right? Yeah, some of you could be waking up to a solid love opportunity is kind of what I'm getting here. I think the solitude card is saying that the two of you are just going to enjoy each other, you know, kind of like on your own, you know? So it might be, you know, a very deep connection that is coming in for you here, and maybe after a period of sadness as well. So, you know, if you've been having a period of sadness or loneliness, like you've been in solitude, it looks to me like you're discovering like a person who could be very fulfilling, someone that you really enjoy at this time. And so, you know, that's what I'll say there. It seems to me like you're in this period of discovery as well. It's like you're discovering new things, even if you're 90 years old. I don't care. You have this card that says nothing is set in stone, and then you have this Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, he is just very much open to adventure. He's very much open to, you know, be free. And it's funny, you have this Otter card as well. The Otter is about having kind of like that happy-go-lucky, just willing to see what comes next type of energy here. And it's funny also that you have that mouse. The mouse is about being too detail-oriented, nitpicky, too focused on the small details. So, you know, the mouse is kind of like that little voice in the back of your head that says, oh no, you shouldn't go do X, Y, and Z because you have to pay attention to all these little details, right? And so don't. Sorry, I just messed something up here, but, you know, I feel like it's saying like, you know, go enjoy yourself, go do things that you enjoy doing in your life, go try new things, and don't focus too much on, you know, like, what if this happens, what if that happens, right? And so let's see what is coming up for you. And in your first row here, again, you have the Judgment card, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So definitely could be, definitely good love coming in for you here. You know, I would let go of any liar, cheater, stealers. But again, you know, to me, the Seven of Swords is a good card. Yeah, it's the Seven of Swords. It can represent lying, cheating, stealing, but it's a golden card. I don't care what anyone says. Golden cards in the tarot are meant to be read positively. That is the whole point. And the Seven of Swords is really a card of tactics. And so, you know, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I feel like you're waking up to, you know, like a new way to live your life. It's almost like there's more, you know, I have like the word celebration popping into my head. There's more opportunities for you to celebrate, but it's like you're celebrating little parts of yourself. You know, like I feel like you're more celebrating the things that make you special, the things that you love, the things that you want to do with your life. And by celebrating those things, you're increasing the energy and you're having more of it in your life. So I definitely get a good vibe here off of this card. I do feel that also you could be waking up to a new opportunity that is like behind you. I always say on the Two of Swords that she needs to get to this new island behind her, because that new island is something new, and you always get the Two of Swords. Now that I say it, it's like you have this card with me every time. And look at this as well. The reason I'm saying this is you have the Five of Cups. If he were to turn around and see these two cups, he would get this bridge and this castle over here, so he doesn't just get the two cups. So I feel for a lot of you that kind of expressing gratitude or being grateful for things in your life is going to be the thing that really improves your life, or, you know, really brings in some good stuff here for you, Leo. So I like to see this. I feel like there's something more permanent as well. You know, castles in the tarot, like this one right here, they kind of represent permanence. You know, something that is established, something that will last for a long time. So if you're spending all your time grieving the loss of some bozo, it's like you're missing out on a castle. You're missing out on something that could be really, really good. You have the Knight of Cups here. Definitely could be a knight in shining armor. Could be a water sign, but really could be any sign. You have, you know, basically everything here. Water, earth. You have air as well. So it could be any sign that's coming in for you, but you know, definitely a knight in shining armor type vibe coming off of this. I feel like also that if you have like big dreams at this time, I feel like saying right now, I'm talking about 2023. If you're watching this in 2023, you know, from like September to the end of the year, you know, I feel that you need to, it's like go with those big dreams. Don't like think of a big idea and then make it small. I feel like this is saying no, like, you know, have the big dream and embrace it and see what you can do, right? See what you can make happen. Just be playful with it, with that otter. It's almost like the otter and the mouse there are saying to me that maybe sometimes you have a habit of like, you know, attaching too much meaning to things that you want to do to create. It could be like businesses or just ideas that you have. But I feel like that otter is saying, can you just make it fun? Can you just make it something that you're just like, oh, whatever happens, happens, right? And it's not a careless energy. It's just, you're just seeing what happens. With the Judgment card, you have the moon. Definitely a lot of moon energy in this reading. I was picking up on it. And the moon is just not being sure what is going to happen. That's what I'm getting for you, is like maybe for a long time you feel you've been wandering around. Maybe you feel like you've been off your path. I do almost get that. The Judgment card is saying that you're receiving confirmation that you're on the right path, or you're feeling it. With the Five of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups. Yes, fortune after difficulty, happiness. It's like this is what you're not focusing on at the beginning of the reading. I feel like you need to let go of some sadness because you're about to have extreme happiness coming in for you. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, if this is love, this would be a person who wants to build something of quality. Maybe they want to have a family with you. If it's something else, Three of Pentacles, card of teamwork. So whatever it is, doesn't matter. I feel, if it's a person, could be a person in business or love or work. I feel it's someone who wants to work on a team. This is also a card of being recognized for the work that you do. So you could be getting you could be getting recognition for the work that you do in life, which is great. Next, in the area of what you don't see coming, you have this card that says New Moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. You have this mutable moon. It says nothing is set in stone yet. So again, I feel you're kind of on this journey of making something more solid. I also feel like you're ending something here that has kind of been a round situation. You have this round card at the end. So it's like you're bringing an old cycle to an end, or to the end. And I feel like you're setting yourself free from something that you feel like you have repeated many times. I actually feel very good about that. Normally, I'm not like the biggest fan of that round card, but I really get this feeling of freedom. And you have the Ten of Cups, which is more twice, which is fortune after difficulty. So, it looks to me like a lot of you could be setting yourself free from something that's been repeating. You have the Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands, he is willing to be mutable. He is willing to experiment, try new things. He's very flexible. So I feel like the more flexible and mutable, and the more you're willing to try new things or different things in your work life or love life or business life, the more successful you will be. So, a great time for that with the Knight of Wands. He's also very, kind of spontaneous. He just is willing to try anything, and I got that at the beginning of your reading, that the more kind of you can be open to spontaneous opportunity, the better. You have the Four of Pentacles, holding on too tightly to the past. I do feel that a little bit, especially with that Five of Cups as well right next to it. But it is interesting. You go here, Queen of Swords to the Seven of Swords. It's almost like you could be seeing the truth of a matter. It's like you could be seeing that something has kept you stuck in life for a very long period of time. And now you're setting yourself free, like I said. So there really isn't much to it. Pretty simple. I like it, though. It's good. You have the Six of Pentacles here. Going this direction, you have two sixes. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I love two sixes. To me, two sixes is confirmation for your path, or, it basically just says you're going in the right direction in life, and love it. I do feel that you could be, again, meeting a person. You might have two people in your life, and it's like one person breadcrumbs, the other person puts real effort into their connection. So, obviously, go towards the person who puts in effort, right? With the Knight of Wands, yes, everybody gets this. Move towards the sun. I mean, Knight of Wands, he goes towards the sun. He goes towards his joy, happiness. He wants to go on an adventure because he enjoys it. He just wants to have fun. The Otter says, move towards things that bring you joy, happiness, purpose, whatever you want to call it. I love that you go from the moon to the sun. The moon is a period of darkness. The sun just says you're stepping into a sun period. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card of expansion and growth, but it also says, like, what are you waiting for? I feel for some of you, there could be a person who's already in your life, or you could have your eye on a person as well, and it's like saying, okay, like, are you going to wait forever, or what's going to go on here? So I would be careful, especially if you meet a person. It is weird. If you meet a new person, I feel this person, maybe their last person made them wait for like nothing to happen. So, if you don't, show this person you're interested, I do feel like they could run away. This could also be you. So, take it how it resonates. And obviously you can't control another person. So, if it's the other person that's doing this, I would use your words. I would speak up and say, why are you being like this? Or I don't know, use your words, right? And by doing that, and again, I think that as humans, we're like afraid to do this because we're afraid we're doing something wrong or whatever if we call something out in a relationship. But really, it's like I'd rather end something sooner than waste a bunch of time. So if you speaking up ends the relationship, guess what? You just saved yourself a bunch of time because it was going to end anyway, right? So if there's something weird going on, I would speak up. Again, if it's you and if you're I would express your intentions towards a person, eventually. I'm not saying you have to do it right away, but obviously, I don't know. I just get this energy of a person who gets a little nervous if a person is kind of seems like they're playing games. And you might not be, but again, to them, it might seem that way. And I feel like they will probably speak up because you have the Queen of Swords right here, which is a very vocal, straightforward type of energy. But again, I would be careful of that, especially if you're interested in the person. If you're not, then do whatever. And with the Six of Pentacles, you have the Hangman. Hangman is a card of enlightenment. It's like you finally know what to work on. That's the good news. Especially with the moon here, right in this section, I feel if you've been trying to grow your finances or if you've been trying to work on any area of your life that you want to see improve, it's almost as if you finally understand what to do. I feel like you finally understand what actions to take, which is great. Next, in the area of the good stuff, doesn't matter what comes up here, it's going to be good no matter what. You have this mouse card and this otter. So again, that mouse is paying too much attention to the small details, and the otter is a need to celebrate and have fun. It is coming up in the good stuff, but I read intuitively, and I did feel that mouse kind of too detail oriented. It's too much detail is what I'm getting, or something like that on the mouse. So I would be careful of getting, too much sucked up into the details. I would also say, though, I feel like you're making progress. You're making progress on something that you've been working on for a long time. When you think about it, mice chew through walls, but they chew through walls very slowly. It takes them a very long time. So it's almost like you've been trying to chew through a wall. I feel like you're finally maybe having a breakthrough or something along those lines. You have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Swords. The Queen of Cups is a card of, again, needing to focus on your heart, needing to move, be more heart-based, needing to move towards things that bring you happiness, joy, fulfillment. I think everybody needs to do this right now. Literally, the universe, I think, is begging people to move towards joy, happiness, and, things that bring them those feelings. The problem is that, everything, we have society that says, oh, you can't, go be the thing that you want to be. It's like what you want in your life might not match up with society standards, right? So that is everybody's challenge right now. I talk about this all the time, and everybody is always like, you always talk about this, and I'm always like, okay, why are you still at that job you hate? Why are you still with that person you hate? Why haven't you done more, at least even just 1% more of the things that you love? And, why are you barking at me? Again, take it up with God, right? Because, the universe is the one that is, delivering these messages, not me. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. Quite frankly, but, again, if you're not doing at least 1% more of whatever it is that you brings you joy, it could be like a hobby, could be an interest, it could be, a business that you want to create, it could be spending time with a person that you really care about, whatever it is, whatever fulfills your heart or fills your heart, even just one extra minute a day, I think would be good, increasing that energy. And so I would do it. You have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords sees things clearly for the first time. I do feel that you're seeing some deception here. Remember, this year in general, you've had this thing about someone deceptive in your energy or something like that, right? I don't know. Something happened. And so I've been saying this to you for months now, and it's almost like you are getting clear on the whole situation. I don't know. I think it's clearing up a lot. Sometimes, when people are deceptive, or, if this is a lover, for example, that left you with a lot of answers, I really feel that can do a number on people mentally, right? It can do a number on you mentally, I should say. So it's having the clarity, sets you free mentally, But it could also just be a deceptive person that you're getting the clarity on. You have the Two of Swords, and again, I really feel, as always, Leo, you have to get over here. You get this card every single reading as well. And it's coming up with the good stuff, so maybe you're finally becoming aware of just another way to live your life, just something else that you could do. It's you're becoming aware of the possibilities, and, I think this is a good thing. It's when we see something, it reminds me of the star. I believe we're entering into a time of the star card, and the star is she's pouring that water onto the land, and it says what's possible for one person is possible for everyone. So it's we're entering into this time of possibility, but it's you when you see someone who shows you a possibility, move in that direction, make it happen. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords, definitely a victory or a success coming in for you here. So I do feel that there could be some sort of victory. Could be a truth that's coming out as well. With the Queen of Swords, are you kidding? Like, do I need to say it here? Literally what I said. The Star card. So there you go. Like I said, I feel that we are in a time of the star. This is all you need to pay attention to right here, Leo, is your joy, your happiness, being flexible with the Knight of Wands. The star is all about moving towards something that you see as possible. Again, I would pay attention, like multiple signs for these yearly, whatever you want to call this time next year reading or whatever. Multiple signs there has been a message that has said, pay attention. Like if you see someone doing something that you want to do, pay attention to it, because it could be the universe is like saying, hey, you can do this too. It could be the universe being like, hey, we're like literally telling you exactly how to do this. Go pay attention, right? So if you see something as possible, do it. Move towards it. For some of you, I feel like you could be doing something that you haven't even thought about. Like some of you could be thinking that you're going to retire or something. I don't know. It's a weird story popping into my head. It's like you're having what do they call that? You're getting your second wind, right? That's what I was looking for. It's almost like you could be thinking you're retiring, but then you become like an author or something like that. It's like you decide, oh no, I'm going to work on this other project. I think, if that story is for you, it's going to be very good. Even if you're not retiring, like you could just be working, but you could get this idea. It's like a second wind is how it's popping into my head. So I don't know, there you go. You have the Magician. The Magician says you have a lot of talents, gifts, skills, and abilities that could make you very successful. So, make sure to tap in to those talent, gifts, skills, and abilities. At the end here for messages from your future self, you have this regeneration card and this round around card. Again, it's like something is being exposed that is setting you free from a cycle that has been repeating. And I feel that regeneration card is just saying you're regenerating or you're healing from whatever this cycle is. You have the Six of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. The Six of Cups is kind of like a soulmate. So I do feel that there could be a soulmate that is coming in for you. It's like a real wish or a dream come true as far as love is concerned. I do feel that it is a new person. It could be a person that you have a family with that Ten of Cups. So, I really like this energy for you. The Ten of Cups is also a turnaround. Ten of Cups is, the Six of Cups can be like a gift from the universe. And the gift we usually receive is if we're bumping into an obstacle in some area of life, this could be the obstacle being removed. So, love it. You have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, of course, can be lying, cheating, stealing, but, really it's a card of tactics. He is stealing those swords from that army that's in the background, but he shouldn't be doing it on his own, So number one, it can be a card of doing something and needing to ask for help. He's also holding those swords by their tips, and it can say that, like, he's doing something that requires, like, delicate handling, So, it can represent being delicate in a situation. So, definitely something to pay attention to. It might be better for the entire next year to, if you have a situation where you could go to war with a person, it's like, instead of going to war, like, is there another way, instead of fighting with a person or battling with a person or whatever, is there something else you could do? I don't know, you're going to have to figure that out, but it's popping into my head, so I'd pay attention to it. You have the Ten of Cups, which is fortune after difficulty. So I definitely feel that things are looking up for you. Ten of Cups twice is really, really good. Definitely good things coming in for you. A lot of good stuff to look forward to here. Again, I would pay attention to the star and the sun, to the Ten of Cups in this reading. The sun also shines a light on things that you need to pay attention to. So again, I feel like I say this to you all the time, and it seems to me like your attention is trying to get your attention and be like, move in this direction. With the Six of Cups, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Could be a Capricorn coming in for you in love, for sure. But also, I feel like you're increasing your resources. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Seven of Cups. Two sevens. That kind of changes things. Two sevens is internal fears that don't exist. So maybe you're afraid that you're going to repeat a cycle. And I kind of feel this is saying, release your fears. Let go of your fears here. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles twice. I feel that, I would be careful playing it too safe, is what I'd say. Number one, if you want love, I feel like there is, this, I do feel saying Ten of Cups, Four of Pentacles, you're going to be finding love, security. You're going to be finding stability in love. But I also feel like in business or work, it's saying don't play it too safe. Be careful of, be careful of being too safe. I don't know. That's what I'm getting there. You have this Moon card. It says changes in your life. Yes, you have the Moon to the Sun. So there are big changes coming in for you. You have this handshake. It says a meeting with a stranger could be important. Didn't we say something about this? Like meeting a person, or I don't know. I feel like there could be a person though that is coming in for you, and this person could just be a guide, or no. I remember what we were saying. We were saying that you are like seeing an example of something that you could do with the star. That's what this is. So I feel like you need to pay attention to those examples where it's like you see a person who's doing exactly what you want to do with your life. Pay attention. That's the universe is being like, here's a handbook on what to do. Follow what they're doing. You don't have to copy them, but it's like mimic success. You have this beetle. It says good fortune on it, so there's definitely good fortune coming in for you. You have this bullet that says, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude, 7 of swords, so definitely something to pay attention to. And then you have this work card. It says, pay attention to your work. Why? Because I feel like you could greatly increase your abundance in work if you pay attention to it. But pretty straightforward reading. Leo looks good, so thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.